Bipin, a 30-year-old farmer from the village of Syampur, is facing some issues related to his potato production. He did not produce enough good quality potatoes in the previous year and he incurred a loss due to the rotting of the potatoes. Bipin decides to visit a camp being organized by the government to find out information on how he can produce more and better crops to sell in the market next season. Sudipto is leading the team of experts who are going to speak at the camp to help farmers sell more potatoes in the local market by improving the quality of their potatoes through the correct way of harvesting, curing and storage. Bipin exchanges with other farmers participating in the camp and realizes that they have come from other villages as well. They do have the same questions as he does. Eventually, Bipin asks Sudipto and the team of experts to start explaining the proper procedure for cultivating potato crops.
What should we do to get a good harvest in the next season?
The potatoes should be planted with the eye in the upward direction, as these eyes form the plant. Each potato should have a distance of 12 inches from each other. The eyes should be covered with a few inches of soil. As the plant keeps growing up, the potatoes keep forming at the roots. Flowers are formed on the plant, and when the plant turns a bit brown, that is the time to remove them from the soil. When the aerial part of the crop starts drying, remove them by following the practice of dehalming. Harvest the crop after 10-15 days of cutting the haulm and in dry weather. If harvested in rainy weather, do not store them immediately. Instead, spread them on a hard surface and let them dry.
What should we do after the potatoes are harvested?
As soon as the crop is harvested, the moisture from the tubers is to be removed quickly by keeping them in dark, well-ventilated areas with moderate temperatures and high humidity to improve their keeping quality. The excess soil should be removed gently from the potatoes using a potato digger, but they should not be washed. Check for any holes or any spoiled part in any of the potatoes. Those should be removed from the main batch and can be fed to cattle if in decent condition or used for making compost if in very bad condition. The small or thin potatoes should be cured separately from the main batch, as they have thin skin and don't hold up well in storage.
Bipin, while listening to the expert, thinks and realizes the mistakes he made with his tubers.
How do we cure potatoes to make them last longer?
Once the potatoes are sorted, we can begin the curing process. The selected potatoes are kept covered in storage boxes in such a way that there is no overcrowding in each box. While inside the boxes, there should be no light contact with them. The potatoes need to be kept for curing for approx 7 to 10 days at 25 degrees centigrade with a 95% relative humidity for optimum suberization. During this time, the skin will dry, small wounds will heal over, and new layers of skin will form. The boxes will also help to save space while stockpiling and can easily be checked during the curing period.
Taking all the advice from the experts, Bipin thought, "Oh, I didn't know many of the practices Sudipto taught us today. This might be a reason why I did not produce enough good potatoes." He went home to prepare for next season's produce to be of better quality and quantity. This year, Bipin's produce is better than last year. While in the market, he meets Sudipto and thanks him for his advice. Now, he can invest his extra income in growing more produce next year. Bipin has realized the importance of post-harvest management and why it's extremely crucial for the success of the farming industry.